Welcome to today's restorative yoga class. My name is Adi. I'll be guiding you through this restorative yoga class. Today we're focusing on restorative yoga for people pleasers. So if you don't know what it means to be a people pleaser, let me tell you. It means to be pleasing everybody but yourself. It means to be putting other people first. It means to neglect what you feel inside to make someone else happy. It means creating an internal war while the external seems amazing, okay? And as a recovering people pleaser, someone who definitely used to say yes when I meant no, or go along with things when I really didn't want to, I definitely have experience in this, in overcoming that space. So I want you to know that trouble doesn't last always, and you won't always be in this situation, but it does take mindfulness. It takes strength. It takes the ability to tune into yourself. It takes the ability to, really tune into yourself. Tune into your wants, your needs, what it is that you want and what you need. So without further ado, let's get into restorative yoga. I'm going to talk a little bit about the props that we're going to be using today. So these are yoga blocks. They are foam yoga blocks. Blocks come in all different shapes and sizes and thicknesses and densities. But today I'm using some foam blocks. I'll also talk about the different uses with them. So this is the lowest setting. We also have the medium setting, and this is the highest setting. So this will come into play when I am giving some directions in some of the poses. Next, I have an eye bag. You can utilize a washcloth, put some essential oil on there if you don't have an eye bag. But I have an eye bag today. I'll be using this to block out any of the light and just help you to go further within, okay? A yoga bolster. It's also like a pillow. So if you have a couch pillow or any type of pillow that you want to use, you can utilize that. A sandbag. This sandbag is filled with non-scented kitty litter. So if you have kitty litter or rice or anything that can be put in a bag and act as a sandbag, a weighted bag, okay? This is what I'm using today. You don't have to use this, but you can if you would like to. Next, I have a blanket. This is a recycled blanket, and it's a thicker blanket. I like these blankets because they help keep me comfortable in my poses. So I have a blanket. I'll use this sometimes under my head or under my knees. But the blanket is a very versatile yoga prop because you can fold it like this, and then it is the same width of a bolster. So I like the blanket. It's very versatile, okay? But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our practice. Today we're going to start by tuning in. So just find yourself a comfortable seated position. Your legs can be crossed, or you can have them open out wide, whatever makes you feel most aligned, most comfortable, whatever makes you feel seen, valued, and celebrated today in your practice. Next, we're going to take a moment to just really tune into our breath. You're welcome to close your eyes. You're welcome to lower your gaze. You're welcome to keep your eyes open if that feels more comfortable today. Let's take a deep inhale, breathing all the way in. Deep exhale, letting go. Two more breaths just like that. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Last deep breath, inhale. And then exhale out. Now I invite you to place your hands over your heart center and just invite the energy and the intention of forgiveness, just forgiving yourself for buying into the idea that you needed to put yourself last. Forgive yourself for any experiences that you've experienced by way of being a people pleaser. And forgive yourself for thinking that it was a must to put others first beyond you. So just take a moment to invite forgiveness into your heart space, into your practice. into this moment. We'll just set the intentions on forgiveness today. We are forgiving ourselves and clearing ourselves of these old ways, stepping into our power, stepping into a place of promise, a place of peace. All together, take a deep breath in. Exhale, you can release your hands from your heart center. We'll just take a few more moments to set the intention here in this practice. What is one thing that you'd like to let go of? And one thing that you would like to strengthen and bring attention and awareness to? Just take a few moments here. All together, we'll breathe in deeply from the earth's core, bringing it into our heart space. Exhaling completely back into the dimensions, back into the galaxies. And then just slowly arrive here in your body, in your practice. So I am going to grab my phone so I can set the timer for us today. Also put it on D&D so we won't have any distractions. All right. So the very first pose we're going to come into is legs up the wall. And the pose is exactly how it sounds. We are putting our legs up the wall. So if you don't have wall space in this moment, you're welcome to just find a resting place like this on your back. And you're welcome to just bend your knees just like this. This can act as your legs up the wall. If you feel inclined, you're welcome to just put your legs up the wall like this. But let me show you how to get into legs up the wall. I like to put a blanket by the wall so it can support my low back. And I also like to put another blanket underneath my head so I can be supported in that way. I like to use my eye bag once I get in the pose. And I also like to use a sandbag over my belly so it can just allow me to gain access to deeper breaths and just keep me mindful on my breath in my practice. So to get into legs up the wall, you place first of all, you want to be flush with the wall, so you want to be touching the wall. And then you swing your legs up the wall, okay? You might be a little bit far back. That's when you take your elbows and your body and just scooch up to the wall. All right, then I'll be adding my weighted bag over my belly. And then I will also be adding my eye bag. You're welcome to place your hands out wide in the shape of a T. You're welcome to place your hands above your head. You're welcome to touch your body if you like, whatever makes you feel most aligned. And if at any point you need to come out of the pose before I cue us, you're welcome to do that as well. Let's just take a few deep breaths coming into this pose. Legs up the wall is really good for bringing all of that blood back into the heart center. It's really good for allowing you the space to rest your mind, center yourself on any emotions that you want to let go of. Take a moment to relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Soften those muscles in your face and just breathe deeply and completely. When you find your mind wandering off the four corners of your mat, just bring your awareness back to your breath. Put a smile on your face even. Don't judge yourself for wandering off. Just come back to your breath. Come back to this moment. Be kind to yourself in your practice. You're welcome to stay in this pose for as long as it serves you. But if you're ready to move on to another pose, just gently bring some movement into your toes. Gently bring some movement into your fingers. If you're using any props, go ahead and remove them. You can bend your knees on the wall and then just allow your knees to fall to one side. Rolling on over to that side, slowly and gently push yourself up. And we'll prepare for our very next restorative yoga pose. So the next pose that we're coming into is an elevated savasana. Elevated savasana with also a little hip opening. So if you know anything about the body keeping score, you know that it can keep the score in any different part. A lot of times we store trauma, we store our past experiences in our hips, in our lower extremities, sometimes in our shoulders. So a lot of these poses that we'll focus on today is just really being intentional with that, okay? So to get into elevated savasana, I'm going to use 2 yoga blocks. All right, I am going to place them on the lowest setting. I'm going to put the bolster right on top of there, okay? Now, I am going to be utilizing 2 sandbags on the inside of my thighs, and I'll show you how to get into that. Set the timer. All right. So you'll come onto your side and then move onto your back. You'll bring the bottoms of your feet together, okay? And they'll be spread out like this in kind of a butterfly shape. If that is comfortable for you. If that's not, you're welcome to just extend your legs just like that, okay? Now from here, I'm going to take my 2 sandbags and place them on the inside just to bring a little bit of awareness here in my hip space. And then I'm also going to utilize my eye bag over my eyes. Now you're welcome to place your hands on your navel center, your abdomen. You're welcome to place it on your heart center, hands next to your body, or hands over the head. And we'll just take a few moments to rest here. Make sure that you are absolutely comfortable. You don't want to be thinking about getting comfortable in the poses. You want to be absolutely comfortable. So go ahead and make yourself 10% more comfortable wherever you are in the pose. Fix your hair, fix your clothes, fix whatever you need to fix. Just to allow yourself that comfortable space in this practice. And then go ahead and relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Go ahead and soften all over your body. Take a deep breath, inhale. And as you exhale, relax the lower half of your body. Take another deep inhale. And as you exhale, relax the upper half of your body. Take another deep inhale. On the exhale, relax the left side of your body. This is your divine feminine. Draw in another deep breath. And as you exhale, relax the right side of your body. This is your divine masculine. And just take a moment to breathe here. As you relax each muscle in your body. When you find your mind wandering off, thinking about your grocery list or maybe a family member or a past experience, just simply smile and bring your awareness back to your breath. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. If you feel yourself feeling any emotions, allow yourself to have whatever emotional release that comes up for you. If there's anger, let there be anger. If there's sadness, let there be sadness. Just allow any emotion to come up for you without feeling the need to suppress anything. You're more than welcome to stay here for as long as it feels comfortable to you. If you are ready to move on to another pose, just bring some gentle movement into your toes, into your fingers. If you're using any props, go ahead and remove those props slowly and gently. Stretch out your legs if you haven't already. And then just roll on to your favorite side. From here, you can push yourself all the way up, preparing for the next restorative yoga pose. So the next pose is a side lying pose. And we're going to use a bolster. So we're going to use a bolster. It's going to be long ways. And I like to put a blanket underneath the bottom half of my body, just so that it's just soft in comparison to a yoga mat, okay? So the bolster is long ways, okay? You're going to bring your knees to be, both of them are going to be facing, we're going to start on the left side. So both of them are going to be facing the left, okay? If you do have anything like a blanket or a block, maybe you might want to put that in between your knees if that's how you sleep or if that makes you feel most comfortable. All right, make sure that your body is touching the lower half of your bolster or your pillow. Okay, then we're going to take both hands. Let me set the timer. And take both hands and place them on each side of the bolster. With an inhale, we're going to turn, bring our heart center towards the bolster. So this is a twist. Exhale and come all the way down onto the bolster. And you're going to face your head the same direction as your knees. So just rest here comfortably. Make yourself comfortable. Make any movements that you need to make. We'll just take a few moments to breathe here deeply and completely. Just relax your tongue from the roof of your mouth and just soften the muscles in between your eyebrow center. Soften the muscles in your shoulders. Just focusing on your intentions of releasing and letting go. Your intentions of strengthening. Calling all of your power back to you. With every breath in and every breath out. Notice what memories, what emotions come up for you. Releasing the energy of shame and guilt. Just breathe deeply and completely into your body. Altogether, we'll take a deep breath in and out. We're going to press our palms into the mat, slowly coming up. And then we're just going to rotate the knees. So we'll just come to the opposite side so that we can do this pose on the right side. So just shift your knees to the right side. Bring your body all the way flush with the bolster. You'll then take both hands on both sides of the bolster. Inhale, twist to bring your torso to be facing the bolster. Exhale, lower all the way down. Bring your head in the same direction as your knees. And just begin to breathe deeply and completely. all together. Let's take a deep inhale, breathe all the way in. Deep exhale, breathe all the way out. Place your palms into the mat and slowly and gently walk yourself up into a comfortable seated position. We'll end our practice with some pranayama. Pranayama is breathwork practice. Prana is the life force energy. Ayama means the expansion of the dimension of life force energy. So we'll practice pranayama today for the last few moments of our practice. Today's practice is going to be Nadi Shodhana. Nadi represents the channels. Shodhana is purification. So we'll be purifying our channels, the right and the left, the masculine and the feminine. And they'll be flowing through Sushumna, which is the central or the neutral channel. Okay, so just find yourself a comfortable seated position. We'll be lengthening through the spine. Sit up nice and tall. You'll take your right hand index finger and your middle finger will be placed on the center of your eyebrow. We'll take the thumb and the ring finger and they will be blocking off each nostril, alternating between the right and the left nostril.